accordance with Section 5 of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975, notice of this meeting was posted on the bulletin board designed for that purpose, and notice was transmitted to the official newspapers provided by resolution adopted January 7, 2023. Meeting notice has also been continually posted on the borough website. May I have a roll call?
Yes, Mayor. Council President Morgan.
Here.
Councilwoman Phillips.
Here.
Councilwoman Egbert.
Here.
Councilman Addison.
Here.
Councilwoman Russo.
Here.
Councilman Pagan.
Here.
And Mayor, thank you very much.
Thank you. Please rise to pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll open it now for public comment on agenda items only. That's public comment on agenda items only. Not seeing any public comment, I'll close the public comment portion for agenda items, and we'll move into the caucus work session. Not seeing any items on caucus work session, we'll move into the approval of the minutes of the February 21st, 2023 business meeting. I have a motion for the approval of the minutes from the February 21st, 2023 business meeting. Motion by Councilwoman Egbert, may I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Fagan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained? All right, thank you. Next, I'll ask for the approval of the executive session minutes of the February 21st, 2023 business meeting. May I have a motion for the approval of the executive session minutes?
Phillips, so moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Phillips, may I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Fagan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained?
Thank you so much.
Next, we'll move to the Borough Engineers Report.
Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. We submitted our written status report. Just want to highlight a few things. The Kent County Block Grant, I believe the resolution is on for this evening in
Yes.
support. So that is for up to $250,000. We have submitted this year for all accessible playground equipment for Hobbs Park. So hopefully that has been successful in terms of applications for municipalities I represent. So hopefully that will be a successful application. In regards to, and I'm just going to highlight some of the few items. The municipal funding fiscal year 2023 DOT, if you recall, we received a grant in the amount of $260,000. You have endorsed our agreement. We submitted that to the DOT. We're using a portion of the grant funds to cover a portion of the cost of design engineering. We can't start really until we get their concurrence, but I will tell you off the record, I already surveyed because I want to get this out as early as possible to make sure we get the best numbers possible this spring. The Hadnights Road program, a lot of activity, even on First Avenue today. I was out there directing traffic, which is something I don't usually do. But we had there's always residents' concerns, so we were called out there today and we noticed there was a truck in the wrong location. So we're going to be working hard with the superintendent, Think Papers, to make sure they get their act together when they're by the school. It's a little rough, but we'll keep working forward. But the good thing is the weather is cooperating, so we can get this project done as early as possible in the spring weather and move on.
Fred, did you have pictures of that? You directed that?
I have a nice video.
Actually,
Actually, I probably do.
Kate probably has it on a ring camera with,
Yeah.
banging on a triaxle hood and saying, get this truck out of here. He was holding up a
What did you
signal.
just say?
Did you begin with that?
A triaxle truck.
No, get this truck out of here.
Out of here.
Okay, I thought you were going to work.
Yeah, stop, yeah, so I did use a curse word. And then Station Avenue, so a lot of activity with the county, so that project, we had pre-construction meeting down at the county, Public Works Department. They're getting ready to start, as of April 3rd. I know we're working with some notifications on our website. I do not know, I didn't see any message boards. Has anybody else seen any message boards around town yet? I know they're coming. allowing for the residents to realize that we're going to be having work on Station Avenue, and we're hoping that the 500 block will be the first part we requested. We want it done, we want it out of the way so it doesn't interfere with any of the activities for the rest of the year. And local recreation improvement grant, where we received those grant. So we do have the procurement, and I did, Councilman Edgar, send you an email. Hopefully that's enough information. So the PO is waiting to be issued by the borough. As soon as we have that PO, we can order the equipment and hopefully get it in as early as possible in the spring. Just so you, it's an 8-person exercise station right there at the area of the park, right across from the cabin parking area. Plus it has 2 dip stations and some step stations. So it's for all ages, and it also will have, which I'm very happy about, it will not have mulch. It'll actually have a rubberized fall zone. So that means on rainy weather, we're not dealing with people sloshing around. And the color will work with the recreation committee on that. It's going to be a darker, I believe it's going to be a darker red where they mix granulars of black and a red color. So it kind of look garnet, but it won't be exactly garnet. It'll be the same color. Other than that, I think I will rely the rest of my written report unless there's any questions.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you.
Steve.
Thank you.
Next, moving on to unfinished business. Seeing none, we'll move to new business. Tonight, we have an introduction of ordinance 2023-1529, ordinance to exceed the municipal budget cost of living allowance and to establish a cap act, NJSA 48:4-45.14. Public hearing and final adoption of ordinance 2023-1529 is scheduled for Tuesday, March 21st, 2023, at approximately 7 p.m. in the municipal building located here at 625 Station Avenue, Haddon Heights, New Jersey. May I have a motion to introduce ordinance 2023-1529?
Odyssey motion.
Motion by Councilman Addison, may I have a second?
Second, Phillips.
Second by Councilman Phillips, may I have a roll call?
Yes, Mayor. Council President Morgan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Phillips,
Yes.
Councilwoman Egbert,
Yes.
Councilman Addison,
Yes.
Councilwoman Russo,
Yes.
Councilman Pagan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, public hearing and final adoption of ordinance 2023-1529 is scheduled for Tuesday, March 21st, 2023, here at Borough Hall. Introduction of ordinance 2023-1530, an ordinance amending chapter 75 of the Borough of Haddon Heights entitled Police Department, the Code of Borough of Haddon Heights, County of Camden, and State of New Jersey. Public hearing and final adoption of ordinance 2023-1530 is scheduled for Tuesday, March 21st, 2023, at approximately 7 p.m. in the municipal building located at 625 Station Avenue, Haddon Heights, New Jersey. May I have a motion to introduce ordinance 2023-1530?
Take a motion.
Motion by Councilman Pagan, may I have a second?
Egbert, second.
Seconded by Councilwoman Egbert, may I have a roll call?
Howard, I don't believe a roll call is necessary, is it?
You can do an all in favor on this, but if
Okay.
Mayor Hop wants a roll call, I would not countermand.
Yes, sir. Council President Morgan,
Yes. Yes.
Councilwoman Phillips,
Yes.
Councilman Egbert,
Yes.
Councilman Addison,
Yes.
Councilwoman Russo,
Yes.
Councilman Pagan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, a reminder, public hearing and final adoption of ordinance 2023-1530 is scheduled for Tuesday, March 21st, 2023, here at Borough Hall. Resolution 2023-69, a resolution authorizing turnover of municipal court uncashed checks for Haddon Heights Municipal Court 0418. Resolution 2023-70, resolution authorizing the borough engineer to make application and the mayor to execute a Camden County Community Development Block Grant Agreement for program year 2023. Resolution 2023-71, resolution authorizing payment of bills and claims for the first half of March. Resolution 2023-72, a resolution providing for a meeting not open to the public in accordance with provisions of the Usually Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12. For one, matter related to hiring of CFO. 2, matter related to update on affordable housing. Discussions are expected to be a half-hour duration. Formal action may be taken on any of the following foregoing items following the executive session. And finally, Resolution 2023-73, a resolution supporting, authorizing, and appointing NB5 Incorporated as a consultant for the design and construction support services of the missing sidewalk project as required by the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the Haddon Heights Safe Routes to Schools program. May I have a motion for those resolutions, please?
And Mayor, may I interrupt? I'm sorry. There was a Resolution 74 that
I
was
got it right
added
here.
late this afternoon.
Thank you. Correction. And final resolution, of the Borough of Haddon Heights, Resolution 2023-74, resolution authorizing amendment to the shared service agreement by and between the Borough of Haddon Heights and the City of Gloucester City for various electrical subcode and construction official duties and responsibilities in accordance with NJSA 40A:65-1.
And this was, we received notice from the DCA mayor that these had to be for a minimum of 4 years.
Right.
There was some regulations that mandated that, so we amended the ordinance to include that, or the agreement to include that. We still have a right, and they acknowledge, so, either side, 160 days notice to exit that agreement.
We had passed the previous resolution.
We did establish it, they asked us to, just
Amended.
clean it up.
Understood. Council members, may I have a motion for those resolutions, please?
Phillips, so moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Phillips, may I have a second?
Pagan, second.
Second by Councilman Pagan. May I have a roll call, vote, please?
Yes, Mayor. Council President Morgan?
Yes.
Councilwoman Phillips?
Yes.
Councilwoman Egbert?
Yes.
Councilman Addison?
Yes.
Councilwoman Russo?
Yes.
Councilman Pagan?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll now open it up for public comment. That's public comment on anything at all. I have to be on the agenda. And not seeing any public comment, I will ask, I'll close public comment portion and I'll ask everyone to excuse themselves while we engage in our executive session.
We can be,
You guys are good to go,
right?
right? Yeah.
Good, thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night, Mayor. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Pretty visual?
Yep.
May I have a motion to come out of the executive session?
Motion by Pagan.
Motion by Councilman Pagan, may I have a second?
Second.
Second by Council President Morgan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained? Thank you. Board, not seeing any thing to act on, may I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved, Egbert.
Motion by Councilman Egbert, may I have a second?
Pagan, second.
Second by Councilman Pagan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstained? Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.
So,